trying to do Lion King. Trying. You heard me say trying, right? Trying to do Lion King. Trying to do Lion King. Hotep, Great Rising, Spirit Source Energy, Cosmic Gods and Goddesses, Earth Queens and Kings, and Galactic Netarus. Here's my Arbonne for today, day 4 of 7. Go down below somewhere, type my name in, put .arbonne.com, baby, and order you this detox cleanse. I got some new body coming in, CKLS and Freedom. I'm going to do my summer solstice detox of colon, liver, kidney, and spleen, and some freedom, and flush that lymphatic system and all them toxins out of them organs, baby. So get you some of that too. I'll go back when this is done and post it in the description. So here we are, drinking our 7-day. You got to keep staring at it every once in a while because it'll kind of settle. You got to whoosh it around like some, but it tastes real lemony and ginger. The little powder goes in 32 ounces, which that's what this is, 32 ounces, which is about roughly 1,000 milliliters. This is a good way to get you some water in for today to have this. I'm gonna order me a couple more of these because I kind of like these little things. These little water bottles and stuff, they good for smoothies or whatever you want to put in them, or just monitoring your water hydration. They're very good. Go to my YouTube channel, check the latest YouTubes out. Very powerful messages came through yesterday. We were doing the planets, right? And everything was like very powerful. Okay, so we're going to do our planets. Is this one upside down? Hold on, somebody's upside down. Oh, there's another one. Hold on. They're not in here facing the right direction. We're going to do the planets, see what's around the planets, see what's in the past, present, and future, hints of what's going on around us right now, what energy is around those houses and around those planets. Stay tuned to my YouTube channel for May 16th through the end of the month. Is it 31 or 30 days? So you can find out what's going on in the next 2 weeks with your sign. Go follow my, join me on my YouTube channel, because I post that over there. I don't really post it here unless I YouTube it and send it back, to my Facebook page. Thank you, Spirit Source Energy. We're going to see what's going on past, present, and future with our houses, zodiacs, whatever comes out, our planets, whatever comes out of here, Spirit Source Energy. What's going on with the houses, the zodiacs, the planets. Ooh, 3 cards hitting the deck already, baby. Right here. See? That's all I needed. And guess what we got? Capricorn, past, Saturn, present, and Mars, the future. So with Capricorn, we got the energy around you is serious, materialistic, and hardworking. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. Saturn being the present, the part of you that accepts challenge to gain wisdom. Okay? And Mars, your physical energy, drive, strength, and fighting spirit. That's Mars, right? So, let me move my Sphinx around here. I've been wanting to rearrange this, but I don't know how to rearrange it. I kind of like it the way it is, but I just need more room. So my energy is wanting to move things around so I can get more room, get things coming and going in here like they supposed to be, right? Good detox. I've been going to the bathroom every day. Removing toxins, getting the water out, getting life to the organs, to the planetary system inside me, right? Arbonne Body Cleanse. It's a box of 7. You take 1 pack for 7 days. Get you right. Get you right. Get you right. Thank you, Spirit Source Energy. We're doing past, present, and future on our Capricorn, Saturn, and Mars. Oh, this desk is low. I need a higher desk. I need a higher one. Let's see what's going on with Capricorn. What is that past energy about? What just passed? What is like in the immediate past of Capricorn? The goat. The goat. The greatest of all time. The goat. Right? The greatest of all time. Baphomet or whatever. The goat meaning balance. Like, if you want to be the greatest of all time, you have to learn balance within yourself. Spirit Source Energy. What is Capricorn about? Great rising, sis. Spirit Source Energy. What is the past, the recent past? Look at there. Pow! Soulmates, baby. It's about the soulmates. It's about the soulmates. Capricorn. This elderly couple. 6 of Cups. About how ancient you've known each other for eternity, for antiquity. Thank you. Finally brought my water up, boy. Y'all have known each other forever, baby. Y'all souls have connected. And this has been a long time coming, right? It's been a long time coming. But change is gonna come. Sam Cooke. Y'all know how it go. Spirit Source Energy. Clarify. Saturn. Present. Spirit Source Energy. Whoop. I'm going to have to let them go because see how they all try to jump out of my hand at the same daggone time. They don't listen. When I say one, they try to give me all of them. Saturn. Ooh, look what we got here for you, Saturn. 4 cards. Look at him. Saturn. Present energy. Ace of Swords. Y'all are coming into clarity and focus, okay? Y'all are taking new action toward things, toward communicating. Y'all are communicating more. You're taking more action, being proactive, right? You're gaining that sense of clarity and control and focus over your thoughts and your words. Y'all are actually in the application process now, finally. Saturn has got in the application process. And Saturn ain't just sitting on Saturn ass, right? Spending what? Time, those rings, wasting time. So that's why Saturn has those rings, because Saturn sits and the rings just keep you sitting, right? That means you're stagnated. So now that Saturn has moved out of stagnation, we should start to see some results, right? So the next one is 7 of Pentacles, where you're thinking about a long-term relationship, partnership, reminiscing over your money, your stability, right? Your assets, you're reevaluating. That's the new focus now. Everybody has a new focus on what? Their money now, their financial stability, their foundation, right? Their money stability. Because if you can't have any money, baby, you can't go nowhere and do nothing. You are Saturn. You're sitting on your ass, spinning, wasting time, because the spinning is wasting time, wasting energy, not doing anything productive. That's Saturn. Okay? That's Saturn. So now you're using the knowledge. Now you're using the application like it's supposed to. The rings are turning their selves now. You're taking action, right? You're thinking of that long-term focus in that relationship, right? Now you've pushing back. You've pushed back on a lot of things. You're fighting up against a lot of things, a lot of resistance. So you're fighting off something or fighting for something. Like y'all are fighting for this financial independence now, not physically, but mentally. See, because that's where the mindset was stuck at. It was stuck in the mental that you thought you didn't have to do nothing. It was going to just fall in your lap. Now you see, focus is actually work. It's more than physical work actually on the corporation side of the plantation. Focus and concentration is work by itself. And once you master the mindset of thought, then you can bring anything to you easily with no resistance, with none of this resistance that you see right here. But people think nobody should get wealth or luck but this easy. Well, that's brainwashing program, because to focus and have the concentration to bring that in, that's really the self-will and the self-power of the magician. Is you can do it mentally by maintaining the focus and concentration on what you're trying to attract. And weak-minded individuals can't master that. They can't grasp that because they have no discipline, right? They have no concentration. They can't hold a damn thought for 2 seconds before it's taking them somewhere else, right? They can't even meditate for 2 seconds, 5 minutes, because they're going all over the place, right, with their thoughts. So that's the interference that doesn't allow the abundance and success to flow in, like law of attraction, right? So once you gain that law of attraction and you know how to maintain that focus and concentration without getting caught up in the chaos or the disruptions or the confusion, then you're able to bring in and manifest like a magician what you're trying to manifest for your life. And it's going to be health, money, success, abundance, prosperity, enjoyment, vitality, longevity, what else? Happiness, right? And of course, love. And if I didn't say money, it's money. Those are the things, those are the pursuits of happiness. Those are the things that we feel happy is having those basic needs and necessities met. And a lot of them require money. Like, we can't help that it requires money, right? Because that's the way the system was set up and designed and built of a type of exchange of money being the form of energy. And how you get paid according to your energy is through what? The exchange of money, okay? The exchange of doing business, right? So, in order to understand that, you got to become business minded. You got to become like an entrepreneur. You got to think like an entrepreneur, like a millionaire, like a billionaire, like a businesswoman, like a businessman. Because you can't get that sitting on your ass doing nothing. You're wasting time. You have to be engaging in something productive to reproduce what? The energy that you need, the money, the financial stability that you need. Okay? So there we are on that. Let's do Mars, the future, spirit source energy. What is Mars? What's going around our Mars in the future, spirit source energy? They want to go out. Oh, conflict. Mars, the physical energy, drive, strength, and fighting spirit. And look what comes out for Mars in the future. So a lot of chaos, still a lot of chaotic energy around some of y'all in Mars. And Mars turned the M upside down means wars, right? So Mars is like a lot of war, a lot of competition, a lot of fighting, a lot of not even really physical fighting, but a lot of fighting amongst yourselves or within yourselves going on. And this is you fighting off those thoughts and those inner battles we have with ourselves. And you're going to have to go through that, because you can't avoid it, y'all. You can run from it all you want, but when you sit down and you really try to change your mindset, you can't run from this conflict with yourself. You're going to have to face yourself at one point or the other, and you're just gonna wear yourself out running from yourself. So you might as well just stand there and face yourself and get the shit over with. That's the way I see it. Some people may not see it that way, but that's the way I see it. Face it on, head on, face it. The lie and the truth, face it within yourself. That's it. Once you do that, you can move on. Okay? Spirit source energy. What else on Mars? Spirit source energy future. I didn't really want that, but they said be patient. They dropped all of them out at the same time. So be patient. That's temperance. That's the one that's going to burn that ego off. That's why it's a lot of competition going on with Mars, because there is a lot of egos going, battling for the spotlight. A lot of egos are thinking they're battling for the spotlight, right? They're battling for their own clarity, their own awareness. So they're already at war with themselves, right? Because they're trying to rise, and the battle within with Seth and Haru is going on within them at the same time. Like, who gonna win? You gonna let the ego win, or you gonna let Haru win? Which one gonna cave in? Which one gonna give up? Which one gonna get killed or slaughtered? Right? That's that inner conflict that a lot of people are having. But temperance is gonna burn it off. Having patience and learning patience to live in balance, peace, and harmony is what's gonna burn it off. When you really learn how to master temperance with ego, right? That temper tantrum, that rise in that mindset, that heat, that fire, that anger. When you learn to control it through temperance, then you will see it's less and less war and more peace. You'll do the opposite, right? It'll be less wars and it'll be more peace, okay, within yourselves. So the Hangman coming to show y'all is, it's time for y'all to release those old beliefs and habits that don't serve you no more. Even people, places, and things. And for some of you, things are already being removed, and the delays are already been broken. But for other people, this also means you need to do this. You need to let people go. You need to let some things go that's no longer serving you no more. And, have patience with yourself in that process, because it is going to be a battle to do it. So that's Mars is letting you know the shit ain't finna come easy. If you want prosperity, peace, and abundance, it ain't coming easy. You're gonna have to fight for it to get to that point. Okay. Dude, look at here. The happy family, the evenness, the 1111. So for some of you, you will be going on to that balanced life now. Moving forward, you will have that balance in your life, in your love life, in your home life, in your work life. This is balance all across the board, even your health. So now you're coming into complete peace, love, and harmony with all, okay? With the all, okay? That's what this Four of Wands is about. And the yellow is always going to represent the sun and abundance and the fruitfulness and the success, the prosperity, the life, right? The giver of life, because that's what yellow kind of symbolically stands for, life. We get happy when we see the sun. When we don't see the sun, we like, I want the sun to come out. This is depressing. So now you know the reason behind the sun, right? Because it helps your what? Vibration. Look at here. Oh, these are cards from last night. So this is the soulmates again being honored, that because of this war that you face with Mars, with this inner conflict within yourself, and you had to let go of some things that probably meant a lot to you, you thought, but you found out overall that was a good move for you to let some things go, because it allowed you to move forward into this balanced life by the Hangman energy being in the present of it, that you were able to let go so you can have a more balanced life and not carry other people's problems into your problems, complicating it and confusing things more. That's why you had the Five of Wands with all the conflict and the competition. Some people feel they got to conflict with you, they got to compete with you, but they're really competing about themselves, right? They're not really competing with you, because you can't compete with energy, okay? You can only master the energy that's within yourself. So a lot of people still have that to learn. So now you have, after the balanced life, you get the 10 of Pentacles, where you're able to build something long term. You're wanting to put something together to build something long term, you know, that's financially stable and more structure oriented, more discipline oriented, more fruitful, right? More long term, right? After the 10 of Pentacles come the Ace of Pentacles. So this is like you reaching that begin again point. Like you've completed it at 9. Now here's the 10 for the new beginning. And this is, like I said, the Father overlooking the couple that they've blessed and they've been watching and put together as soulmates. And that's why you have these two, right? The 6 of Cups soulmate and the 10 of Pentacles being soulmate. Like they are really favored, and this is ancient, right? This is the completion of something because it's 10. Okay, so in Mars, even though you had to have it rough at first, you completed it. And like I said last night, in those, justice only shows up when an injustice has been done. So this is, it's the act of rectifying things, venerating someone or something, right, that has been that injustice has been done to, you know. So now the balance, the truth, and the clarity is about to be revealed for those people, because that's what's going to set that record straight, right? That the injustice that was done be brought to what? To justice. So that's what that is. That's Libra energy for you there. The moon is your Cancer energy. Okay. So look at there. And then the Knight of Pentacles, meaning this is the offer of marriage and proposal. So because of the confusion of everything, you got the marriage and the proposal coming in, and that's the justice. You're going to have your happy ending, your balanced life that you always saw for yourself, you know, and wanted for yourself. I don't know why my light is going down on this phone. This battery is not hot. I don't know why I just did that. They make me sick. Facebook. I'm gonna just start doing a video and then putting it on YouTube and then share it, because they live be monitoring my shit, messing with my settings. But this is the marriage proposal coming in your future. Look at there. There's the Queen of Swords. Like, you're very noble. You're very cutthroat. You're very, like, straight to the point. You're crystal clear about what you stand for and what you're not going to take and tolerate. And that's what people, you know, that's how you get to the Queen of Sword energy, is you can't play games with people. You've seen the games, you know the games that are out there, and anybody that comes across playing those games, you cut ties with them. You're not wasting your time. You're not wasting your energy on people that ain't there, right? If they're not there, they're just not there. You're not gonna stay around and wait for them to get there. In other words, you're like, no, you got to go till you get right. Bye, you know. So you're more like, and the Knight of Pentacles sees you as this type of person that you're straight to the point. You're not out for playing games. So this offer that's coming, this proposal and commitment that's coming to you in the close future, is this person already knows who you are. They know that you're about communication. They know that you're about your financial stability, and that's what make the Queen of Swords and this Knight of Pentacles Taurus energy, this Taurus man, because Pentacles are Taurus, and Swords are what is Swords? Swords are, dang it, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, right? So you got a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy right here. So, and it can be anywhere in your chart, or it can be the energy just around you. So it's not saying it's those people in general, but sometimes it do be those suns, okay, those people that got those signs in their chart. So that Knight of Pentacles is coming to offer the Queen of Swords the marriage proposal. Okay, that they deserve. That's the injustice being what? Reciprocated, being what? Brought into balance, peace, love, and harmony. Because that they're look at there, there's Taurus again, the Hierophant. That's marriage. That's the second verification that marriage is about to take place, that a wedding, a union, a divine union is about to take place, because the Hierophant is about structure. And now that y'all have went through what you had to go through in this process, you know, in this inner battle with yourself, now the structure, now the marriage takes place. Now the soulmates, what? They mate for life, right? Look at that. And the Queen of Pentacles. So this is like you adorning what you do. You're all into what you do, right? You're not worried about anybody else. You're focused on your financial stability, number one. That's the first sign of awareness, is that you're focused on what? Your actual foundation. And your actual foundation is firm when you build it on what? The pinnacle. When you lay it down on the pinnacle. Because the pinnacle is what's going to sustain the structure of the house. The money is going to sustain the structure of the house. Okay? Not being broke, not being starving, not being living in poverty is going to sustain the structure of the house. It's going to cause stress, not only inside the house, on the house itself, because the foundation is not a firm foundation. And to have a firm foundation, y'all, you have to have what? The money. You have to have the pinnacle. You have to have the sustainability, right? To be able to sustain yourself as Netarus, as gods and goddesses, as kings and queens, prince or princesses, whatever you want, emperors and empresses. You still have to have the foundation set and the structure of the Hierophant to get it there. So this is Taurus energy popping up again, and this is Taurus energy popping up again with the Queen of Pentacles, right? And look at the King of Swords. So now the King of Swords comes in with that truth and that power and being truthful, because the king realized, oh, I can't play with the queen. The queen is very serious. So the king must be serious, right? Also, because it's a mirror, it's a soulmate connection. So the queen sees the seriousness in the king, and the king sees the seriousness in the queen. And they communicate. So they're communicating from the same language, okay, from the same mindset now. So those two swords is balance. 1-1. And look at the difference in the sword. Straight up, the queen. Straight up. The king is slanted, meaning he yields to the queen. He's yielding his sword to the queen, like hat tip, honor, right? Respect and honor. When you tilt your head or you do this to the sergeant when he come by, you go. So the king knows who the queen is and who's really the ruler, even though the king is going to take the lead and be the leader and not be suppressing, because he knows now where the true power actually lies, inside the queen, right? And the queen's what? Guidance. So this is so historical, and this is so factual and truthful of a king, no matter how strong or how knowledgeable they are, this is a sign of no ego. When you can yield your sword, it's like you taking a knee, a bow to Mother Earth and saying, I surrender. I want serenity. I just want peace. I come in peace. So I'm going to yield my sword. I'm going to not come with the ego, right? And show you that I know who you are and I know you're everything. So I'm going to live in this structure, this truth, wisdom, and this power like I'm supposed to, right? Because she's looking that way at him. Come. And he's like, straight ahead, like, but the sword is tilted toward her. Like, I know who you are. I ain't got to come. I know you're not playing games, right? So he knows who she is. And that's a beautiful thing. That's a balanced relationship. And that's why you have the 4 of Wands on deck, right? In the reading, on the table. Because they know that's balance, and that's what's going to make that relationship work. Okay, so we're done with those. Let's do the Moonology. Let's see what's going on with Capricorn, Spirit Source Energy in the Moonology part, in the Oracle. Let's see what Capricorn, Spirit Source Energy. One card. What's the advice for Capricorn? These symptoms have been crazy. My mouth is so dry. See, I just talked about surrender. Did I not? Surrender to the divine full moon. That's the only way the king is going to get the queen. And that's the only way the queen is going to get a king. I ain't talking about no fake ones. I'm talking about the true, okay? Because you both have to yield what? The sword. You both have to yield the what? The truth. You both have to yield to the what? The wisdom. You both have to yield to the what? The power. So when you yield to the all power, right, of the self, that's where you get serenity. That's where you get the word submission. Not the submission that suppresses the woman, or the submission that suppresses the man when you got those bossy women dictators, and not when you got those bossy men manipulators, right? When they both come together and there's no ego, the surrendering, the submission is to the sword, it's to the truth, right? It's to the God that brought this together, because they knew it was a higher power. So that's just clarification of what I just saw, what I just said over here about the king of sword and the queen of sword. Surrender to the divine, the full moon. And we all got to do that in order to get what? The soulmate. Because, and I told y'all that in a reading not too long ago, the only way you're going to get to your soul self, your soulmate, is you're going to have to surrender the ego. You're going to have to surrender that ego. There's no way around it, because that's pure conscious energy. That's pure awareness, not even conscious, because conscious got kun in it, or con, and that's like fake. So I don't even really like to use it. I use awareness. So to get to the awareness of the soulmate, your soul self, your divine reflection, your divine flame counterpart, like with Tahuti and Ma'at, you're going to have to yield and surrender the ego. Each of you will. If you trying to get there, if you want that type of connection to happen, you're going to have to. You don't have a choice. So this was surrender to the divine, again, full moon. The second card was balance, spirituality, and practicality, full moon in Pisces. And that's just mean practice spirituality. Practice your spirituality, because that's what gets you there to that perfection, or to this soulmate, is you being on course with your destiny, being on course with applying what you know, not just reading to say I know a lot and to regurgitate it back and throw it at people's face so you can look like you're Mr. Know-it-all or anything like that. No, it's how much of that are you applying practically in your life every day, spiritually. Every day meaning I ain't got to be told to do it. I just know to go and apply this, because this is a spiritual application that assists the structure, the infrastructure of the physical, right? It helps build the what? The physical up, the physical world up. And if you don't put the spiritual applications into physical practice, into practicality, like it said, balancing the spirituality and the practicality, then you're not going to get anywhere, and you're definitely not going to get a soulmate. And that's where the term religion comes from. It's really spirituality and practice, right? The practice of spirituality. But we said spirituality and then there's religion. Where religion ain't nothing but what? The practice of spirituality. The discipline of doing what? Spiritual work on the self. That's all it is. It just became a big joke and a big propaganda and a big lie and a big soliciting and exploitation tool and a URSIP tool to exploit people's mindsets. Okay, but if people were really focusing on the spiritual application and not the physical application, they would be further advanced than what they are. And it's all because it was done out of context and it was done in a false illusion or false lie, right? That's why. So let's verify. I gotta get one more now because this is two over here. One more spirit source energy for Capricorn. What advice do you have for Capricorn? Since you want to give me 2 cards. Oh no, we ain't taking all them. It's too many. I need one, please. Spirit source energy. There we go. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal Moon. So see, they're edging you on to make the first move. The Cardinal Moon, right? To be bold and practice what you're learning. Don't be afraid to put into practice what you're learning. Let me give you an example. Let's take an altar. Some of you guys know spiritually, every spiritual person should have an altar in their home. Everyone. Every one of us that say we're spiritual should have an altar in their home. But guess what? Not everybody that's spiritual puts an altar in their home. And you know what the stories that I've heard? Oh, I don't want such and such mess with me. My such and such messes with my stuff. Or I don't want people to see it, you know, because I entertain people. I like different people to come to my house. I'm afraid what they gonna say or think, right? This is how they're making the excuses of not having an altar in their house, right? And there's no excuse because you can put it in the closet, you can put it in the corner. But if a person is spiritual and their person is religious, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to do it. They're going to exclude that part. Well, how can you call yourself spiritual when you're afraid still of what other people think about when they see your altar? I don't care who come here. If you see it, you see it. And so what is it to be ashamed of if somebody see it? Why are you hiding your spirituality? Because it says spirituality balance is spirituality and practicality. So you can't call yourself spiritual if you don't have an altar, if you don't have a shrine, because those are what? Part of the application. Part of the what? The practicality of it. You have a Bible in your home, don't you? You read the Bible, don't you? Some of y'all. You have what? You have those things that, you have gospel music to keep your vibration up, right? That's practicality of what? Religion. So when it comes to spiritual things, you're supposed to do what? The applications of spiritual things. But except many are afraid to put those practicalities into application because of what other people will think and say when they see what they see. Oh, you don't believe in God? Oh, ooh, you atheist. Oh, you're going to die and go to hell. That ain't what that means. That joker don't even know what hell is. How they going to tell you where you going if they not your creator? And y'all listen to that dumb stuff from these ignorant dudes and women condemning you. Who are they? Who are they? Who are they to cast judgment on you when you're the one following the right path? when you're the one applying what you learn. And they cast judgment. And some of them are the worst. Heathens and whatever else you can, devils and whatever else. Who are they to cast judgment on you? But you buy somebody else's definition of you. That's the problem. Too many of y'all bought other people's definition of who you are, that you're not living who you're supposed to be. That's the problem. Spirit source energy, Saturn, verify, clear advice on Saturn, spirit source energy. What's the advice for Saturn? Ooh, Lord. Look what this card, y'all gonna trip out. Look where this card jumped at. Boy, these, I'm trying not to. Look where the card jumped at. Look where the card jumped at. Between what? The clarity of the mind and the solar plexus, the sun. That's where that card just literally jumped out of my hand and landed right in those crystals. So this one for Saturn is, don't let your past hold you back. South node. Don't let your past life hold you back. Basically, Saturn. Like, you're sitting there doing nothing, wasting time and energy because y'all are sitting there regurgitating past events over and over and over again. That's Saturn turning, right? That's them rings turning, but you're not going nowhere because you're letting the past hold you back from what? The spiritual application process that I just told you and gave you an example of. So you're not able to move forward off of Saturn, off of sitting on your butt doing nothing but wasting time and energy, regurgitating and talking about the same stuff that we already know and done heard. But nobody's showing you how to put these things of knowledge or all this knowledge into a physical practicality or a physical spiritual application process. I got how to build out. I gave an example how to put an altar together on my YouTube channel. Go watch it if you want to know how to develop one. I put it out there because that's something that I do. That's what I have. I'm not ashamed of it because it's only a place to meditate and you to gather your energy and focus. It's your energy on the altar. So it's your private space. And it's no different than you going to a building in a church. You go up to that altar. So what's wrong with an altar in your house? See how the church and religion has disarmed you by you thinking you can't have an altar in your own personal sacred space, but you got to go outside to travel to one when you can have one right here. Like if I'm sick in the middle of the night, guess what I need? I need my altar right now. I need that space right now. I ain't got to wait till Sunday 4-5 days later to get to that altar on the outside. You see how stupid that is? And see how disarmed you got from thinking the only altar place is a building outside of where you at? That this here is not the altar? That this body is not the church? I got to believe a church outside of this to get help, to get prayer, to get relief, to get healed? Do you see the ignorance now? Like, can y'all really see the ignorance right now on the mind game that they did, the mind playing, the game that they played with your spirituality? Took your practice out of your home and put it in an outside building and say, oh, you're supposed to go over there. If you don't go over there, that ain't church. You ain't gonna be heard because you got to go over there to pray. Do you not pray in the bathroom? Do you not pray in the shower? Do you not pray or meditate in your car, driving somewhere? Do you not meditate walking outside, doing exercise? Do you not meditate sitting, just enjoying a fresh breeze of air and Mother Nature? Do you not meditate when you're fishing? When you're doing any kind of extracurricular activity that gives you peace and calms you down? It gets you to focus on what's really important instead of on the past, right? That's the difference. There's no spiritual application in religion other than you go to that damn building and pay them damn tithes to somebody when you could have paid your own house for that. Took care of your own household for all that money you gave up over the years of doing that one what? Religion, that one what? Practicality. That one what? Physical application. But you don't want to give to yourself to bring your own house out of poverty. You want to give all your stuff to somebody else to give you a feel-good motivational speech when you can do that yourself. Now, do we see how ignorant and stupid that is? I'm going to call it what it is. It's just ignorant and stupidity. Ignorance and retarded. It's retardation to the fullest is what that is. Mental, spiritual retardation. That's what that is. Spirit Source Energy, 2 more cards for Saturn. Spirit Source Energy, 2 more advice cards for Saturn. Take it how it marinate. Take it how it resonate. Spirit Source Energy. You can't argue with the truth. Truth don't argue. And just because you don't want to see it, don't make it not be the truth. Spirit Source Energy. Advice, Spirit Source Energy, 2 cards. Not the whole deck. They trying to slide everything out. 2 cards. Let me shuffle. They want me to shuffle again, so I can get the right card for Saturn. Spirit Source Energy, 2 cards for Saturn. Any more advice for Saturn? I guess you ain't got no more advice, Saturn. Besides, get off your ass. Stop blaming everything on the past. Now, 3 cards. That's fine. I can deal with that. Energy is gaining momentum. Waxing moon. Waxing moon. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. So Saturn tests your commitment, and how long you keep up a practice, that's you being tested to see if you're for real. Like the Netta rules and the energy source and the creator do that, because that's why some people don't get blessed right away with material, finances, all that stuff, because they're trying to see if that discipline is there and if you're really doing it for the right reason, other than doing it for what? The wrong reason. Doing stuff to get money or to solicit money or manipulate money out of people. And some people really just sitting here in Saturn mode, turning their wheels, and they don't even know they're in Saturn mode. Just because they get a little few dollars coming in every once in a while, they may get 200,000, they may get 100,000, but guess what? That's all they're gonna have, because they ain't gonna be able to break that cycle to get any more than that, because Saturn got them by the what? The ring. And all they're doing is spinning their wheels, and they think they're going somewhere, and they're not. They're just being tested to see, okay, when they're going to catch up, when they're going to realize they're working harder, but they're not getting out of that what? That cycle that they're in. They're not getting out of that loop, that cosmic loop that they're in. That going around in the wilderness, that damn, what's the story? He went around that same tree or pole or rock, what? How many years? 440 years? That's y'all doing this number with knowledge. You're going around the same damn thing, but nobody is what? Applying it to get out of the what? The cycle of it. The spiritual cycle of it. You're just repeating the physicality of it, of expressing or debating knowledge, but you're not applying it. You're not applying it. Where'd that go? Oh, was that it? That was it. So that's what, that you're very close to achieving your goal. The Gobbler's Moon. Gobbler's Moon. I think that was it. Let me get on over here to Mars. Spirit Source Energy. What's the advice for Mars? Spirit Source Energy. What advice for Mars? The future of Mars. Spirit Source Energy. What's the advice for Mars? Okay. I'll shuffle this. What's the advice for Mars? Spirit source energy, advice for Mars. Advice for Mars, spirit source energy. There we go. The answer you need are coming. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. And we're about to be in full moon in Gemini. So that means the communication that you're needing is on the way. So the communication that you're needing is on the way. So you're going to have to be patient and wait for that communication to happen. So if you're feeling antsy and nervous because you want to make things happen, don't do it. You're going to mess it up. Wait for the communication to happen. Gemini, what? Rules the house of communication, meaning they can be in broadcast, journalism, motivational speakers. They're good with radio, talk show, blogs, and all this stuff, right? Because they're good communicators. They're effective communicators. They have ability to be able to communicate, right, with each other. So the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. So that's for Mars. Now, 2 more spirit source energy. What advice for Mars? 2 more cards, please. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. New moon in Cancer. So if all this warring, because remember the battle card was in here. Let me get it. Wait a minute. Wasn't it in this one? Or was it? Oh, it was over there. Oh, yeah, it was in this one. So in Mars, remember you had the confusion, the competition, the spying, the fighting, right? The confusion, all that chaos and ruckus. So they're saying that you and your loved ones don't worry about the fight on the external. Don't worry about the fight on the internal, because you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. So you don't have to worry about any harm coming to you because you're safe, because you were what? You were guided to this point. You were doing what you're supposed to do spiritually and application wise. The adept chambers is you putting into, when somebody is in the adept chambers of the king and the queen of the pyramid, that means they're into the spiritual application of the net rules. They are doing what they're supposed to do to evolve spiritually and physically on this earth in their lifetime. That's just like y'all think going to church make somebody holy, because they what? Their discipline or practice of what? Going to church. That don't make them holy though, because that's not the real church. That's the illusion. So you can't live in balance, peace, and harmony accepting an illusion as truth. That's the first thing you can't do. You can't do both. You can't be churchy and be spiritual. It's going to contradict itself. And that's why contradictions are in the Bible. Because you're trying to throw in here spirituality in some things, but in the instance there are lies in there, and you say, okay, that's the religion part, that's the lie part. The religion part is the lie part. Then the true application, the true adept chamber is the what? The spirituality, the application of those things in the spirit that we know we're supposed to do and that we do when nobody else is looking. Those things, like accountability things you know to do, and you don't have to have nobody watching you to do those things. You do those things because of what? The adapt chambers, the physical, the spiritual, and the practicality of it. That gives the balance to your life and everything around you, is that. So you can't play with that. It's not a joke. It's not nothing to play with. And you're gonna get stoned. You're gonna get like rejected. You're not gonna get access to certain dimensions. And mainly money. You're not going to get access to that dimension because you haven't put in what? The energy. And to put in energy is what? The time. And to reproduce what? The money. The circulation, the current, the cosmic, the prophet, the Messiah, the message, right? You don't get any of that not doing the practicality of spirituality. You're just going to be turning around the same 40 years over and over and over again and realize at 80 and 75, you still poor. You still ain't got what you were supposed to get. Even if it's 20 years of talking. If there's no application, guess what? You're still Saturn. You're still sitting on what? The planet of Saturn. You ain't got off of Saturn. But what gets Saturn off of Saturn? What gets Saturn? What gets us off the planet Saturn, y'all, is Venus. Because you're only bound to that what? Them rings because of Venus. You're bound to Saturn is bound to those rings because of Venus. So until you get off and show that self-love, self-care, and self-respect that Venus represents, the beauty, the abundance, then you're no longer bound to those rings that holds Saturn in this what? Time loop. This going around the same stone for 40 years thinking you going somewhere and you ain't went nowhere. So you just bound to your what? Your own confusion, your own loop of illusions. That's it. So one more card for Mars, Spirit Source Energy. Well, dang on. That's too many. I only want more. One. Spirit Source Energy, just one, please. Spirit Source Energy. So we can have Spirit Source Energy. Everybody pop up online doing some of everything. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. Right where the Justice card hit. So remember, I told you justice shows up. Where's my Justice card? When injustice has been done. And guess what? Y'all getting double justice. Whoever this is talking to for doing all this hard work and effort, you're getting double justice because of it. And double justice for what? The injustice that was done to you. Ooh, somebody gonna get it. Like, ooh, your enemies. Ooh, I feel sorry for them. Not only do you get justice for the injustice somebody did to you, they get the justice for what they caused and did to you. Double justice. All because you stayed true and kept the practical spiritual application. You didn't worry about nobody else. A win-win outcome, it is forecast. Full moon in Libra. So the scales have been made what? Even. The cosmic scales have been made even. The load is lifted. The hangman is here to even tell you. That's why I said some of y'all load is even getting lifted. It's even getting lifted because the hangman was here to remove those delays. Now that you got the double justice card and the hangman, that's verification. Where's my hangman again? That's verification. Things are going to be put back into balance in your life. You're not going to have those heavy burdens and those loads to carry anymore because you did what you're supposed to do. And now being with that double justice card, that's where you get them 1111, those 4 of wands. Now your home, your business life, your love life has now evened out. So now you pretty much got a clean slate handed to you through other people treating you bad, through other people trying to send their negative energy to you, right? To mess up your destiny. So those people are going to be very sorry because you got double justice coming. They got double justice coming. So you can't feel sorry for when you notice people start getting that double justice. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. I don't care how loud the dogs bark, baby. I don't care how small the dog is. Keep moving. Don't bend down and pick up that damn dog. It might be a damn grenade or something. You never know. Don't even bend down and pet that bitch. Keep it moving. Okay? Keep it moving. So thank y'all for that. That was a good past, present, future three card spread on what's going on with them planets and those energies. So let me know if it resonates with you. Go to my YouTube page. Damn, I'm thirsty. Like, subscribe, comment below if you like it. This is gonna be on my YouTube channel as well. Kemetic Arts, Yoga, and Reiki Tarot. Hit your girl up and let me know, y'all. Order those. You want solutions to where you are? Order those 50. That one question, and I guarantee you, you gonna have what you need for the solution. When I get done with these cards with you, you gonna have everything you need to make your right decision in your life, and without no middleman, without no tricks, without no gimmicks, without no bait fishing, baby. And I got the emails to verify it, but I can't disclose it, of course, because that's the information. But when I get my website back up and running, you'll see the testimonies. They'll speak for itself, which they speaking for themselves already, because I'm already getting referrals, you know, from people. So I do appreciate everybody that's sending me referrals. I appreciate the donations. I appreciate you visiting my channel. I appreciate you for, you know, being a presence and active participant. I appreciate everything, and any love, gift, offering in any amount. I receive it with love and abundance, and may you get it returned back to you 1,000-fold, you know, because I just want to see us all be successful like I know we can be, okay? And it's not about hating somebody else or being in competition with somebody else, because we all have a light to shine. So I'm just trying to help you get to that light so you can shine. That's all I'm trying to do. Help you get there. Get you right up to the door. And now if your own light is too bright for you and you turn around once you get to the door, that ain't got nothing to do with me, because I done led you to the door, right? But I can't push you across the threshold, because that's not the same as you going and taking the initiative and go across that threshold yourself, because you want more, because you want greater, because you want better, right? You have to want that yourself. Yeah, the judgment card, it popped up last night too. It's going to be justice and judgment for y'all enemies. And it's going to be justice and judgment for what you did right, or what you did toward other people too. So you just better hope the scales don't get tilted in your against your favor either. Against, you know, when it come weighing time, baby, with that heart, you better hope even you spiritual people was aligned like you was supposed to be aligned, and that you did and that look at there. Ooh, baby, them cards is talking. Taurus and Judgment, the High Priestess and Judgment. The record been set straight, baby. The balance is there. Look at her balance sitting. Look at that black. Look at that High Priestess sitting in balance, baby, and that Judgment. So the scale is even. The scale is even, y'all. So that was a wonderful overall energy for us. Don't y'all think? Y'all might want to check some of that stuff out. You might want to check some of that stuff out. From my readings, I'm already hearing people connecting with their soulmates, just like I said. It's going to be power couples. And when I tell you they about to have it going on, baby, I better get me some wedding invitations. I'm serious. I better get an email one. You can send it to me in an email. You ain't even got to put a stamp on it, baby. You can say, you invited to my wedding. I found my soulmate. We found each other. We connecting. That's all you got to say. And I'm going to send up them blessings, baby. I'm going to send up the abundance. You know, the positive energy for y'all, so y'all can have the success and the sunshine that y'all deserve. Okay? All of it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for everything. Thank you for your support and love. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for sharing, liking, subscribing, texting, whatever, sharing, however you share. Thank you. Just thank you. Appreciate you. And you know what your girl say? Peace, love, and harmony. Because if you got peace, love, and harmony in yourself, you will have peace, love, and harmony in the world. So, peace, love, and harmony. Hotel. Namaste.